Certain things first became clear to me by a mechanical method, although they had to be demonstrated by geometry afterwards because their investigation by the said method did not furnish an actual demonstration. But it is of course easier to supply the proof than it is to find it without any previous knowledge. The shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line. It follows at once from the last proposition that the center of gravity of any triangle is at the intersection of the lines drawn from any 2 angles to the middle points of the opposite sides respectively. He who knows how to speak, knows also when. Fellow, stand away from my diagram. Nolly, obsecro, istum disturbar. Don't disturb my circles. How many theorems in geometry which have seemed at first impracticable are in time successfully worked out? The center of gravity of any cylinder is the point of bisection of the axis. The center of gravity of any parallelogram lies on the straight line joining the middle points of opposite sides. I am persuaded that this method, for calculating the volume of a sphere, will be of no little service to mathematics. For I foresee that once it is understood and established, it will be used to discover other theorems which have not yet occurred to me, by other mathematicians, now living or yet unborn. Mathematics reveals its secrets only to those who approach it with pure love, for its own beauty. The diameter of the earth is greater than the diameter of the moon and the diameter of the sun is greater than the diameter of the earth. 2 magnitudes whether commensurable or incommensurable, balance at distances reciprocally proportional to the magnitudes. The perimeter of the earth is about 3 million stadia and not greater. Any solid lighter than a fluid will, if placed in the fluid, be so far immersed that the weight of the solid will be equal to the weight of the fluid displaced. Give me a place to stand, and a lever long enough, and I will move the world. Eureka! I have found it. Equal weights at equal distances are in equilibrium and equal weights at unequal distances are not in equilibrium but incline towards the weight which is at the greater distance. Many people believe that the grains of sand are infinite in multitude, others think that although their number is not without limit, no number can ever be named which will be greater than the number of grains of sand. Rise above oneself and grasp the world. Those who claim to discover everything but produce no proofs of the same may be confuted as having actually pretended to discover the impossible. Man has always learned from the past. After all, you can't learn history in reverse. There are things which seem incredible to most men who have not studied mathematics.